GPT is not just a tool, it's your next infrastructure upgrade. You've been told that GPT is for content, for faster emails, for light automation, and that's small play. What if GPT could replace multiple mid level roles in your organization, codifying your decision making, reinforcing your operations, and accelerating every strategic initiative inside your company? Not in theory, in production. And I'm going to show you exactly how. GPT is not just a language model, it's an adaptive operating interface that mirrors the clarity, decisiveness, and strategic discipline of its user. This breaks down exactly how founders and operators can leverage GPT not as a tool, but as a reflection engine that amplifies executional intelligence, codifies decision frameworks, and accelerates operational output designed specifically for CEOs, CTOs, VCs, AI buyers, digital strategists, and enterprise innovation leads who want to gain that competitive advantage through strategic AI implementation. Now, let me just break down the biggest misconception in the market right now. The market treats GPT like a smarter Google Docs, right? It drafts blog posts, writes cold emails, builds a chatbot. This is tactical thinking and it's leaving millions on the table. And here's the truth: GPT mirrors the structure, decisiveness, and intelligence of the person using it. It's not magic, it's a reflection engine used strategically. GPT becomes a dynamic execution layer for your business. When properly trained, it enhances clarity, strengthens operational workflows, and compounds decision velocity across departments. Leaders who understand this shift gain 2 to 4x operational throughput and 10x faster clarity. Now let's go under the hood and break down why GPT reflects you. So there's this thing called token based language modeling. GPT predicts tokens based on probability. Your language inputs, clear, structured, vague, or disjointed, train how it outputs. You get what you architect in. Strong inputs equal deep alignment. Vague outputs equal noise. Then we have session level adoption. GPT adapts to your tone, behavioral cues, and decision making style within minutes. It mirrors your internal logic engine. And then you have feedback loop conditioning. Every correction, every refinement or structure you offer trains it further. Whether you realize it or not, you're programming it to become your digital second in command. Now let's go into tool versus infrastructure. The difference between using GPT as a reflective interface versus a static tool creates dramatic differences in business outcomes across various functions. So let's talk about each function. Content creation as a function, the tool model is one-off generation. The reflective interface model evolves based on tone, clarity, decision-making logic. Operations as a function, the tool model is task automation. The reflective interface model is real-time reflection of executive structure and workflows. Now let's go into sales messaging as a function. The tool model is template based. The reflective interface model adjusts to conviction, positioning, and buyer logic of the user. Team communication as a function. The tool model is a chatbot or assistant. The reflective interface model is a dynamic field mirror that can reinforce or correct internal culture. Now let's go into business applications that actually drive ROI, because let's be real, that's all we really care about. Leaders who understand GPT as a reflective infrastructure gain significant competitive advantages across multiple business functions. The key is not just using GPT, but programming it to become your strategic second in command. So you can do founder clarity audit where you test your messaging by inputting it into your GPT. And if it returns fluff, you're not clear. If it echoes powerfully, you've hit the signal. You have offer refinement. You can use GPT to stress test positioning, objections, buyer persona logic, and economic outcomes of your offerings. Then you have internal SOP codification. If your systems are structured, GPT can replicate them. If they're vague, GPT will expose the gaps in your operational thinking. And we have executive coaching at scale. Founders using GPT as a thinking partner generate 10x faster clarity and 2 to 4x operational throughput by programming rather than prompting. Now let's go into AI agent infrastructure, which becomes systematized leverage for growth. This is where GPT goes from assistant to infrastructure, and I'll break down exactly how we deploy it. A comprehensive AI agent strategy can help visionary founders scale to beyond $500,000 a month using automated client acquisition, service delivery, retention, and scaling operations. Each layer of this pyramid represents a phase of business growth powered by strategic AI agents. The foundation begins with client acquisition, building upward through service delivery and retention, culminating in operational scaling that removes the founder as the bottleneck. Now, let's go into client acquisition agents. The first two phases of AI implementation focus on systematizing lead generation and delivering exceptional client experiences through automated yet personalized interactions. So, what do client acquisitions agents look like? They look like lead magnet agents that attract leads via ads, organic content, or quizzes, appointment setter bots that qualify and book calls, VSL delivery bots that send custom videos to leads, follow up agent that tracks drop offs and revives them. Buyer sequence bot auto delivers nurture content. Now, what about service delivery agents? Well, we have onboarding concierge that sends welcome kits and contracts. We have fulfillment agents that builds deliverables from frameworks. We have client success mirrors that track progress and sends check-ins. We have results reporting agents that create KPI dashboards. We have community engagement agents that manage client community. When we go into phase three of this build, we focus on more retention and cash expansion agents. So you want to think more like renewal and upsell bots, and their function is to detect upgrade intent, and the outcome is for auto LTV expansion. So you don't have to think about increasing the lifetime value of each client. Then we also have a referral agent. They auto ask for referrals and reviews, which means the outcome is compounding word of mouth. We also have a win-back bot, and the whole function of that is for cold lead reactivation. The outcome is that you turn a dormant list into new revenue. And then when we go into phase four of scaling plus operations agents, we focus on ops coordinations bot. Their function is project plus task flow. The outcome is reduced ops chaos. We also have a cash flow mirror agent. The function is to track MRR, CAC, and churn. The outcome is CFO grade insights on autopilot. We also have a prioritization mirror agent, and the whole objective of that agent is impact-based task filtering. The outcome of that is that the founder has clarity under pressure. We have an SOP distribution agent, and they push workflows across the team, and the outcome is execution speed without confusion. As a bonus, we have this section of brand and content. So the agents there are the content engine agents. The functions is to turn calls into viral content. The outcome is omnipresence, no extra hours. We have a brand story bot that refines messaging and ethos. The outcome is positioning that converts. We have a viral DM campaign bot that launches auto DM, promo flows, and the outcome is conversion surges on demand. Now, let's just be honest here because the edge belongs to the architects. The leaders winning right now don't use GPT to write blogs. They use GPT to structure reality. They don't hire assistants to handle scale. They install agents that replicate their operating logic. GPT is not just software, it's leverage. If you train it well, it becomes your most reliable executor. The difference between noise and scale is the structure behind your inputs, structure that GPT can mirror and scale. GPT doesn't output truth. GPT doesn't output truth, it outputs alignment, and alignment depends on the clarity, decisiveness, and depth of the person behind the keyboard. So, what do you do now? Upgrade your prompting frameworks. Treat GPT like an executive hire. Train it, challenge it. Build consistency in how you interact with the system to maximize its reflective capabilities. Codify your operating system. Install your frameworks into GPT to replicate your style of leadership and decision making. The more structured you're thinking, the more powerful GPT becomes. And then deploy AI reflective assistants. Appoint role specific GPTs that reflect your business values and execution style across your organization. And identify bottlenecks and active agents. Determine where your business faces constraints, whether it's leads, delivery, retention, scale, then activate the relevant agents and let the system compound over time. If you need help putting this into action, if you need help mapping this out custom to your business, we offer quantum jump mapping sessions where we go in and literally custom map everything out, your full AI infrastructure, deliver it to you. You can either build it with us, we can build it for you, or you can build it by yourself. But getting it mapped out is actually the most crucial part, because if the blueprint's not right, the build is going to be horrible. So message me system and I will send you the link to lock it all in.